If you're struggling to play faster and you don't know why you keep hitting a wall, I'm going to break down 3 exercises that will trick your brain into playing up to 10 times faster. Sounds kind of crazy. Let's jump right in with exercise number 1. For our first exercise, you can practice this with me, but then you need to put the metronome on yourself without me as a guide, and I'll explain why. Here's the thing about playing fast. You can already play faster than you think you can. You just don't know how to make it sound good and sound clean. Try this with me. You can probably, on any surface right now, wiggle your fingers and play really fast notes. The thing is, you need to put some order to that and hear in your head how to make that sound clean and in time to make that speed sound really good. You can probably do the same thing with your hands. You can probably do that, but how do you actually get that onto the drums without injuring yourself and get it in time, locked into the music? Because the secret is that fast doesn't sound good. Clean and fast sounds good. I'd rather be 20% slower and cleaner than have my current top speed. That's the truth. Our first exercise is called the subdivision tree because it's all about subdividing the time you're in as accurately as possible. Here we have 2 different clicks drawn out. You have all this space between them. You need to take this click and you need to divide it. Think about fractions. Think about taking a chunk, splitting it into 2, split each of those into 2, you have 4 pieces, those pieces into 2, you have 8 pieces, but there's a lot more than that. So you take every single click that you hear and you split it up into multiple groupings, but there's a lot that people skip that mean that they don't know how to subdivide as accurately as possible. This is also why you need to make sure to do this on your own, but first practice it along with me. And what we're doing here is we're subdividing that click into 2 pieces, 2 chunks, then 3, then 4. Most people stop there. You need to do 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, the reason this works so well and the reason why you have to do it without me is because you have to force yourself to subdivide without a guide. So I'm going to switch to triplets. Do it with me. 1, 2, ready, switch. As soon as I play the second note of starting to split it into 3s, if you're playing with me, then I'm becoming a reference point for you and a guide. You need to try it yourself because what's going to happen is something more like this. So you're playing 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You go to 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh shoot, played too fast, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Way too fast. Maybe you go a little too slow. 1, 2, 3, 1. Didn't get it. And all of that's okay because what you're doing here is you're measuring, you're quantifying where you think the subdivision is, where you think the note rate is versus reality, which is that metronome. So you can't have a guide. You have to do it yourself and get the data of like what your habit is without a guide. When you do that, you can then self-adjust and make the switches you need to. So here's the full exercise. Do it along with me from quarter notes all the way up to 30-second notes. This is a play along video, so I want you to grab your pad and sticks and practice along with me. Now you can grab this practice planner to log your practice. You can write down these exact exercises. And the important thing about this planner is there's not too much on it. I don't want you practicing too many things. I want you practicing fewer things, and that's the best thing you could possibly do for your drumming is to go deeper on fewer things. That's how you trick your brain into playing 10 times faster. I'll put the link below for the practice planner, and I want you to practice these exercises every day for 2 weeks. Try it out. If you want to play faster, hands are not enough. You need to get your feet in there. Exercise 2 is all about a little trick we like to call substitution. To get faster and faster, well, it's exactly the same as wiggling your fingers. How fast can you play one finger? Only so fast. How fast can you play two fingers? Probably faster. 3, and you just do that, you get the idea. So it's the same with your limbs. If you can get 3 limbs playing, then you can play a heck of a lot faster. A classic example would be something like right, left kick, right, left kick, right, left kick. Think of John Bonham. In this case, we're gonna take inverted doubles, so right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. And then substitute our kick drum for the 4th note. It becomes right, left, left kick, right, left, left kick, right, left, left kick, right, left, left kick. Check it out. But you need to use your imagination here and come up with your own variations. Any hand pattern, any rudiment that you're playing, you can substitute your kick in a lot of different places in a lot of different ways. So here's another idea to get you started. Let's move on to exercise number 3, which is very simple. It's one of my favorite stickings. It's just a variation on an inverted paradiddle diddle diddle. You displace it, so it looks like this. But here's how you can substitute it. You can do some really, really cool things. It's not just about that single kick substitution. So beyond just right, left, left kick, and the kick is always on the last note of the grouping, and you've probably heard 100 drum teachers like demonstrate that kind of boring example already, you can start to mix it up and you can get your kick not just on the last note, you can place it in other places. So like here, I'm putting a double kick in for the double rights, and then you have the left hand to finish off that last note of the pattern. Inverting, displacing your double kicks is really powerful. I'll put a video below where you can learn the kick technique that you need to get this fast. Now, I know we're talking about speed in this video, but I need to know from you guys, what else do you want to learn? What else do you want lessons on? And what are you trying to get better at on the drums? Let me know below so I can make sure that I'm helping you guys as much as possible. What are we doing here? We're playing triplets. Very simple. And I want you to accent the first of every 3 notes, like so. But if you want to play this fast, you need to do something different. You need to prepare. That means you're not accenting at the last moment. That sounds kind of weird, so how do you do that? Well, instead of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, lift 1, 2, 3, and here we go. What you got to do is you got to lift beforehand. So 1, 2, and it's already lifting up. So 1, 2, it's lifting up. 3, 1, 2, it's lifting up. Right, left, and it's lifting up. Left, right, and it's lifting up. Imagine that you're a puppet. If a string off of your wrist, you're lifting from your wrist. It's like a miniaturized Moeller stroke. And when you do that, you tap and lift up like so. So right, tap and lift up like that. Left, tap and lift up with the right. That's what you need to play fast because you do not have time to lift up at the last second. It's gonna you're gonna have these little micro pauses trying to do that. Instead, you're lifting up way ahead of time and you don't have to think about being ready for those accents. It's just going to be ready for you. There's something else you need to be ready for, and that's you need to prepare for orchestration. How do you do that? Well, just like you're listening for the accents on the snare drum, when you lift for those accents, move your hand to another drum. It's that simple. Return back to the snare drum for the sake of this exercise. At least for now, we're going to change this up in a second. So this preparation is key for getting around the entire drum set much, much faster than before because you're ready as soon as you're done hitting a drum, you're already moving to the next drum. That's the real secret for getting around the kit fast. There's one little component for that, and here's what the final exercise looks like. I want you to play those accents on the snare drum, move the accents to the toms, move the accents to the crashes, and add your kick drum to that. Then our final little variation, flip it and put the accents in the snare drum while the non-accents are on the toms. Put it in sequence like this. Now that you're practicing these, you're going to see your drumming consistently getting cleaner and faster. But it's not enough if you want to sound great on the drums. So watch this video where I'll show you the pieces you're missing to get your grooves sounding pro.